All right, everyone, we're heading into part 2 of Friday Night Fights for December 9th, 2022, the one-night return-only session. This is not going to be a regular thing, but being that I had nothing to do tonight, I figured let's do a Friday Night Fight. So far, the first hour has been successful. We had a good mix of Darkstalkers and some Street Fighter 2. Admittedly, though, the connections there were a little laggy, but what are you going to do, right? So few players, I guess you got to kind of accept it. Let's see if we can get any more matches in the second half. The thing is, a lot of the time, when we used to do this, first half would go well, and then you come to a screeching halt. So I guess we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. Yes, Slayer. Sunday night, I'll be filming private Patreon React videos. And if I don't finish them all Sunday night, I'll be doing them Monday night as well. But definitely Sunday night is when I will begin the filming them. Good evening, Milkman Bill. How are you? I just received a $5 tip. An anonymous tipper says, if tomorrow a law was passed to ban the internet, forcing you to get a job, what kind of job would you get? Sales. That would never happen. If they banned the internet tomorrow, every business would go out of business because every business is now reliant on the internet. So the entire world would go out of business overnight. So I don't deal in nonsense hypotheticals. I just don't, okay? No. Because it's stupid, because people are like, oh, well, what happens if YouTube falls through? Well, then I go somewhere else. There's a million places on the internet that I can make content, and I know that my viewer base will follow me. I don't think everything's ever going to happen on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 14 freaking years. If something was going to happen on YouTube, it would have already happened. I'm pretty good on YouTube. I'm not too worried, okay? There's people who are way more risque and doing crazy shit on YouTube, and I'm not, so I'm not too worried about that. 2 last names just to me $2. So, you know, I tuned in for your podcast. This is the first gameplay video I stuck around for. I'm happy to hear that. I don't know how long you've been watching just the podcast, but I used to do this regularly. Every Friday night for years, I played old school fighting games. First, it was the Ultra Street Fighter 2 over on the Switch. Then it was the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection for like 4 freaking years. All right, and then it was this, the Capcom Fighting Collection. We played this for a good, 3-4 months until basically it stopped working. So I love old school fighting games. I play them as much as I can, but we had to retire them for the fall because number one, as you can see, this collection wasn't the best experience half the time. And number two, there's too many other games to play. I didn't have time for it. So, Nate, it goes well tonight. Slayer says he might be here tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Warzone. Although Warzone's pretty interactive, we have a good amount of time to talk. But I'm trying to get better at Warzone. Right now, I really suck at it. So now we know, ladies and gentlemen, now we know Street Fighter 6's real release date is June 2nd. Sadly, that means we have 5 freaking months of 2023 to wait before it comes out. Because remember, people were like, oh, well, Friday Night Fights come back? And I was like, well, honestly, the best way to do it would wait for new fighting games to come out. And not, I play them every Friday night, maybe play them other days as well, but having that consistent day a week, right? But now we gotta wait freaking 5 months for early June. It's like, why, right? Why? I don't know why it's taking so long to come out. Gray Fox RJ, thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that, Gray Fox. Thank you for the support. I bet so too. Overpowered Boost, I bet there's going to be another beta or maybe even 2 in early 2023 before it releases. I guarantee. I guarantee, since now we know it's not coming out till June, I guarantee there's going to be some more waves of beta. You know the thing that gets me? So the Street Fighter 6 beta is in 1 week tonight, like 1 week from today, and I'll be playing it. They haven't said a word about what it is. Is it the same exact characters from last time? Did they unleash new characters in there? Like, they showed Honda online as part of the advertisement for it, but they didn't confirm he's playable. Like, I'd love to play Honda, but they didn't confirm. It's annoying because I want to know who I'm going to be playing as. I don't want to just play as the same characters, you know? Probably out of all the characters, I would want to play maybe Ryu and Guile again. But outside of that, I don't know if I would want to play with like Juri or Jamie. Who else did I use? I used Chun-Li. She was interesting. I don't know if I would play with her again at this point. I definitely want to play Honda. Honda was one of the characters I used to play a lot with back in the day in Street Fighter. So. Rugal Bernstein says, your Call of Duty gameplay made me go back to Call of Duty multiplayer. There's a lot of players playing Call of Duty World at War. No. He says, he kicks ass with the MP40. Jeez. I mean, I guess a lot of people have nostalgic feelings about the older games they want to play in, but I wouldn't think there's a giant player base for that game, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I did, you're right, Kid F. Remember, I had a good win streak going with Chun-Li when I was using it. Like I said, I don't even feel like I was doing I wasn't really playing it to its potential of what the game was until that very last session, that Sunday night. After having played 3 days straight, it was that late night stream Sunday night. I started playing Ryu and it clicked, and I was like, ah, this is how you use the drive impact. This is how you combo like this. And I was like, oh, now I start getting a good win streak, right? And then it was too late because they didn't run out, and I was like, and now here we are 2 months later. I'm gonna basically have to watch my videos again to try to remember everything. Nate, thank you very much. Nate has become a channel supporter tonight. Thank you for the membership. No Sleep Real Vibes up his membership for 4 months. Has continued the positive chill vibes moving forward. Thank you. No Sleep Real Vibes. Oh my god. So there's Skyrim mods that add over 460 perks to the skill tree. I'm sure. I mean, Skyrim's a decade old. I'm sure they've made so many custom things at this point. Pretty nuts, right? I don't know, guys. Now, I told you. First hour was good. Now it looks like we're striking out here. It's Jose! Jose wants to play. Yeah, fuck Jose. Jose's just a troll. He doesn't actually play. Slayer, thank you for re-upping of your membership for 14 months. I didn't realize it reached another milestone. Indeed, it looks like it did. Thank you, Slayer. I bet Jose's pretty upset he was never able to troll me in this collection, because he trolled me for years over on the Capcom 30th anniversary collection. Ah, here we go. Well, I'll play another match or two against him, but I already played him. I don't want to play this guy all night. Especially because he's playing the version that doesn't have the characters I like. Like, there's no Sasquatch in this version. That pisses me off. Sasquatch is like my favorite character. He's not in it. Annoying. Try QB again. Lilith. What happened there? I bounced or something. She got cheap throw from that distance. What the hell? Why are throws canceling all my up-close moves? It seems like Lilith's normals are ridiculous because they're beating everything I do. Yep. All her normals cancel out mine. So I can't play a good keep-away game because all her normals just interrupt my attacks. Yep. She's 2 hits mashed into super and nothing I can do about it. See this? I can't hit her. Like, all her moves are basically completely... they avoid me. I can't get to her. See? Her normals lock me down. Her normals are way better. Her normals are way better than mine, so she locks me down with just her, like, standing normals, and then if one hits, it just goes right into a super combo. Actually, of all people, T. Carter, my friend who I was growing up used to use Lilith and basically bodied me all the time, and I couldn't really figure out a way to get around it at the time. Now, keep in mind, I don't have any characters that... I'm really good with Sasquatch, and he's not in this version. So, I don't know if there's a way around it or not, but I wouldn't know because I don't have my good characters in this version. That's why I don't like Vampire Savior 2. It wasn't the game that anyone played competitively. They removed too many good characters. can't block. Can't block. My fireball. Wow. Pretty bad. He's not outplaying me. It's just the characters are overpowered. Oh, okay. I can't block now. Came out super late. Can't move. Can't do anything. See, you can't. I can't block on reaction. He could just do that instant air dash into the ribs. I can't do anything about it at all. Can't block. I tried to block high and it still hit me anyway. Oh, come on. That's bullshit. He has instant teleport, too. Couldn't block again. What the hell? My combo didn't work. Can't block. I can't block it. Every time he does that instant air dash, I can't block the move. Nothing I can do there. Nothing I can do at all until 3 hits. Yep, and then I can't stop his normal. Yep. He's literally not doing anything that's like anything interesting or even hard to do. He's picked that character is overpowered, and especially in this when you don't have the character that beats him, he could just literally just stay at mid-range and keep doing the poke, poke, poke. I have no answer for it. I don't even have a reversal to stop that. Man. I'll try one more. The problem is, my good characters aren't in this version. I'll try one more, and after that, I'll get out of here. I want to fucking play as Sasquatch. He's not in it. I want to play as Bukuo. He's not in it. That's why I don't like this one. They fucking took everyone who I like out. Everyone who I'm good with anyway. Stupid. Why would they take them out? It doesn't make sense. There. Pick Dimitri and lose. Where's my drill? Not when I dashed forward first, didn't come out. Whoa. Okay, so drop inputs there. Whoa, come on, right in the middle of my combo, dropping it. Nope. I did Dragon Punch. I did EX Dragon Punch. Doesn't come out, so he gets free combo. Got her! Wow, I completely locked her down with Dimitri. Wow. He had no idea what to do. Locked him down. I've had enough. Even though I won it, I don't care. I don't want to play this guy anymore. I definitely... Oh, he didn't want to rematch anyway. I don't want to play that version. I hate that version of Darkstalkers. Like I said, my favorite characters are Rikuo and Sasquatch. He's not in that one. I don't know why he's picking that one. Anyway, have we? Yes, we've hit 100 likes tonight. Let's go ahead and do the bubble blow while I try to find another match. Thank you guys for the engagement support tonight. I appreciate that. Here we go. Very nice. Big Tuna has been with this membership for 7 months, and he says, my 21st is in a few days. I've been watching for 11 years. Wow, Big Tuna. Well, it's been a wild ride, but thank you for the support of the channel, and I hope you have a good 21st. I'm assuming birthday. I'm assuming it's not like, you know, your 21st arrest or something like that. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's not your 21st, like, mole removal from a dermatologist. Hopefully it's a fun birthday. So, there you go. All right. Slayer, he's also been watching for 11 years. Wow. Oh, man. Boy. Did I get wasted on my 21st birthday? I honestly don't remember it all. I have no clue. So probably not. Trucker Phil. There's a super test that will you let Jasper become a father, considering the fact that he was fixed by the time we had rescued him. I guess the answer is no. I don't know how that's possible. And then, oh, that's someone who's absolutely disgusting, who gets nicely banned. A gross fuckface. There you go. Okay. Yeah, whenever you go to one of the rescue shelters, all of the, you know, animals there are usually already spayed and neutered prior, so. Daggie's wondering, would I recommend a fight pad for beginners for fighting games? Any modern fighting game you can play on a fight pad. Anyone. Any, you know, any modern Street Fighter, modern Tekken, modern Mortal Kombat. They've all had dumbed down controls so that you don't have insanely difficult button inputs anymore. And or they all have accessibility modes by which you could easily play it on a pad anyway. So yes, today you can absolutely use a fight pad. I would not recommend using a fight pad for old school fighters. Like like Street Fighter 2, it's really hard to play on a fight pad, especially if you're dealing with grapple characters or anyone with anything elaborate. I would definitely recommend a joystick. But chances are most of you out there will not ever be playing old school fighters. You'll just be playing the new ones, right? So yeah, I would say the fight pad is very, very viable for newer games. So. Nosely Real Vibe says, they've seen clips of mine as far back as 2008, but they started watching in 2014. Very different time, the early days, for sure. Like, the early days, I was just fucking around, you know? I really wasn't taking anything seriously. I didn't really think that I was ever going to have a meaningful viewer base or fan base or support base. I just thought it was a guy being an asshole on the internet. And the fact that anyone wanted to see it was pretty baffling to me. You know, because again, I got my start with guys like the Angry Video Game Nerd, and he had way better writing ability, acting ability. He had, you know, filmmaking ability. I had none of that. I was just some asshole playing a video game. You know what I mean? Very different. I was shocked that eventually people actually wanted to watch me do stuff on YouTube. Okay, that's much better. I received a $4.20 tip from Chef D, who says, thank you for bringing back Friday Night Fights just for one night, chilling after work with you. I love your streams. Thank you, Chef D. Appreciate that tip and appreciate the kind words. Thank you for being a fan and a supporter. Overpowered Boone said, back in the day, I remember we used to have those lists on YouTube channels every day where it would say, like, you're the most subscribed, most viewed, most this, most that, and I was on those lists every day. You're right. I was regularly, my channel page was on most viewed for the day, most subscribed, most this, most that. Back then, they didn't even have a gaming category. So when I started on YouTube, I couldn't categorize myself as a gamer. I had to be a comedian. It was the only way to fit myself into their algorithm. Because back then, gaming wasn't even mainstream on YouTube. Haseo, I don't even actually know what games are coming out in early 2023. Yeah, that's way ahead of me. I gotta focus on this month. You know, we're still doing God of War. We're still doing Pokemon. We got High on Life coming up, right? We got Street Fighter 6 beta. We got my Christmas events. Once all that's done, then we got my Game of the Year awards, right? When all that's done, I will sit down and look at the schedule for 2023. It's way too much going on between now and the end of this month for me to be even thinking about that. I feel like that would be a waste of my time and just counterproductive, so. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I guess you got to tag me in the chat if you want to talk, because it looks like we're not getting any more matches, if you haven't noticed. And this has not a surprise. This has happened before in this collection. This is one of the major reasons why I stopped regularly playing this collection, is it's impossible to find consistent matches, you know? Same bullshit. I'll try casual, but I guarantee we're not going to find anyone. Kidda, you have to understand that those things were a different era, you know. Basically, everyone says back in the day on YouTube I was a very different person. You're right, because back then I was just dicking around. It wasn't a job. It was just for shits and giggles. Really, it was. It was just for fucking around. And it was just a situation where I didn't think anyone would ever care. So I just said whatever. I said ridiculous things. I said racial things. I said gender insults. I said insane sexual comments constantly. I didn't care, right? I was just trying to get a shock value reaction from the viewership, and it worked. Like, that's what a lot of people knew me for. Like, wow, Phil's gonna play a brand new game today. Who knows what the hell he's gonna say? Because the kind of shit he says, the kind of funny stuff we all think, but no one says, right? And it was very different. Very different back then. And you could say whatever you want. You would never get in trouble. No reporting, nothing, you know. Today, you can't say 80% of the shit you used to say back then, quite frankly. It's a different world, you know. What can you do? Everyone had to change. Everyone had to adapt. Personally, for me, I grew up. In the last 14 years that I made content, I grew up. I don't want to be a guy watching a game, and the only thing I'm focused on is some girl's boobs and talking about them constantly, right? Like, who gives a shit? So immature. But back then, that's what people wanted on YouTube. They wanted a place to see that kind of over-the-top, immature content, but for free. Previously, you had to watch, like, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, shit like that. You know, Kevin Smith movies and stuff would have dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was all of a sudden becoming prominent on the internet, and I was there at that time frame. So I was trying to capitalize on that stuff. But as I got much, much more mature and older, I realized that stuff's stupid. There's no value to that. That's not adding anything. It's just a cheap snicker or laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be doing that. I want more meaningful content, right? I want to have people be able to watch a playthrough, see if I truly enjoy it, how I tackle it, how I learn the game, what my opinion is at the end, and how valid it is. Now, how many sex and fart jokes did Phil make? And, you know, a little different time frame today than it was back then, that's for sure. Like I said, I really feel like everything changed. I don't want to play this guy again. I feel like everything changed when I became a full-time streamer. When I became a full-time streamer and we started having meaningful conversation, and we started having streams that weren't just about me getting through a game and talking over it, but instead discussion in-depth about the game. You guys start helping me understand games and franchises and genres that I never really understood before. And it became something different. It became a social, meaningful interaction, as opposed to someone just playing a game offline and talking shit over it, which is essentially what I used to do, right? So, you know, it's a different time, but I definitely enjoy what I do today more. I really do. Like, I enjoy what I do today way, way more than old Phil. Old Phil was just, gee, what dumb thing can I think of today to get a rise out of my audience and have everyone talking for the next 24 hours, right? While today it's like, geez, let's just enjoy games, let's relax, let's have a good day, right? It's a little different, very different vibe, and I like that. Anyway, Haseo, yes, we did finish Callisto Protocol. I did not do a formal separate review video because we didn't have time, but I did pretty much do my review thoughts in the final video. After I beat the game, I went back to the title screen and I talked for like 20 minutes about my thoughts about the game and how basically the game was very unfairly treated by people on the internet. So you can watch that if you want my thoughts. My Final Fantasy 13 playthrough was wild. The thing is, the only thing I remember about the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough was that I absolutely positively hated half the cast. I thought Vanille and the other kid, Hope, and what was his name? The guy with the fucking, was it Snow or something? I hated them all. The characters sucked. They were just like, why are all the characters so bad? There was like 2 good characters in the entirety of the game. Everyone else was like unbearably annoying. But I would love to replay Final Fantasy 13. That's a playthrough that's been lost. It's completely gone from the internet because someone hacked the channel and got it shut down. So I would love to one day replay that game for you guys. Jackie wants to know, how do I balance? Now I scrolled off the screen. How do you balance the serious nature of YouTube as a job and the levity of enjoying yourself as a streamer? The thing is, that's the good thing about this. I would hope that when you guys watch me, you can tell that this is fun to me. Because this is something that, like, I have a passion for video games. Growing up, it was my hobby. I had other hobbies too. I collected comic books and watched cartoons and played with action figures. But really, video games is the thing that became the thing for me. Especially when Street Fighter hit arcades and stuff like that. It just it was resounding with me as a cultural thing. And growing up, having that unique perspective of growing up in the 80s and 90s, the formative years of home video games and arcade games as well, I feel like brings me a unique perspective to when I stream or when I do content. And the thing is, I really do feel that if I'm doing this and doing it genuinely, it's fun. So that's what I mean. Like, you say, well, how do you balance it? I don't need to balance it. If I'm doing meaningful content, it's fun to me. Like, I'm having tons of fun playing fighting games with you guys tonight. It is super fun to me, you know? It just is. I don't have to work at it. Right? Oh, good. Fetus of God. The totally normal looking stage. By the way, we're turning at the wrong speed. Slow. Air toss. Running too slow. This game looks gorgeous on my new TV, by the way. I should comment. You know, I got my new Sony TV now. I've had it for about a month and a half. This looks so much better on the Sony TV than it did on my old, I don't remember what TCL. The colors are ridiculously cool. It's very representative of how it looked in arcades back in the day. Tossed me, jerk. Air throw. Doobie 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 doobie. You shouldn't challenge the flow. You went for Shenko. I'll go with Victor. dizzy. Oh. Yes! Damn, nice combo. Oh, I tried to get over the projectile, it still hit me. She's such a good gameplay character. I feel like she beats entire characters. They can't really do much. He's one of them. Look at that. The super completely stuffed mine. And my super is the air super that jumps over, and the blade still went up and hit me. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, I don't know how to play with Victor. I was dicking around. He actually knew how to play with Shenko. He knew what he was doing. Now he picked Felicia, huh? Can't block. I don't see how each character has a different EX counter move where if they're gonna hit string, they can like counter out of it, but I don't remember what his is. I don't know if it's Dragon Punch or because he doesn't have a normal Dragon Punch move, but I think it might be Dragon Punch. He has a Dragon Punch guard breaker move or something. Oh, I tried unblockable, but she grabbed me. Damn! Very nice. Very good. One more against this guy. Then I'll probably look for more players. Oh, I didn't play him with Sasquatch. Oh god, John Talbane is so good in this game. Oh my god, I got a jab. That was it. Ooh! You don't like losing 50% damage? Come on. I love it. I love it when you lose 50% damage. Anyway. Not me. Yeah. Oh, my stinky foot. You avoided the stinky foot. Ooh! No, my EX throw. I was too short. Oh, cross-up booty. So the cross-up booty, the flying Sasquatch booty bounce. Got him. Nicely done. All right. Very good, very good. Who are these idiots fucking talking? Okay. It's a strict rule you don't mention fucking trolls and re-streamers, you dumb fuck. So get the fuck out right now. Stop derailing my stream. You're all out. All of you. All of you are out right now. Get out. Okay, anyway. See if we can find more players. Ow! Okay. There we go. Okay, much better. Cleaned it up a little bit. Got rid of the riffraff, the morons. Ah! Overpowered Moon, I have some interesting ideas for next year. Let's put it that way. I do have some very interesting ideas for next year. They're not implemented yet. We're going to talk about them in 2023. And, should be pretty fun. No, Jay, no run today. Welcome back, Nathan Raw. No, I don't think I was a pioneer of gaming in the 2000s, no secret lives. What are you talking about? A pioneer of gaming? No. I made popular the improv Let's Play known as the playthrough. I did. I was the person who, along with a few others, because there were others as well that were kind of doing it around the same time as me, but I was definitely one of the most prominent people who around 2008, 2009, 2010 was taking any game, talking over it, doing live improv commentary, not scripted, not a skit, not a review, not a walkthrough, but just playing a game and raw reacting to it. I was one of the people that made it popular. And it's hilarious because every time that I would say something like, oh, you know, I was probably one of the first people to do it or whatever. Oh, no, don't you know about this fucking person and that fucking person and this fucking person? It's always people you never heard of. Like, who the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck is Slow Beef? No one fucking knows who that is. No one talks about fucking Slow Beef. But, oh, no, he was the first guy. Well, good for him. I don't give a fuck. All I know is I didn't know who they were. I never heard of them. I was doing this on YouTube at the time. I couldn't find anyone else on YouTube who was doing what I was doing. No one. No one else was doing it the way that I was doing it. It was completely different. Everyone was either doing like I said, like a montage style. Oh, look at me doing trick shots in Call of Duty. Or, look, here's a walkthrough of a game with commentary and shit like that. But that's the thing, like, no, I didn't find anyone like me. So I thought I was an innovator. And now people are like, oh, no, people did it before you. You know what? I don't care. Argue the semantics of it. I don't really give a shit. I was definitely the person that made it popular on YouTube, or one of the people that made it popular on YouTube. I may not have started it, but I definitely pushed it to the forefront. And then many, many, many others who came after me said they saw me on YouTube were inspired to do their own style of content based off of what they saw. So, I smoke crack. Re-up the membership for 16 months. Does have some crack with me? Absolutely not. I don't do crack. But I do appreciate you supporting the channel with your membership. Thank you. No crack for me, thanks. I'll pass. Guys, we are running out of time for tonight, just so you guys know. All right. We only got about 20 minutes left, roughly. You know, we can go a little longer. It depends on what matches I'm getting here. But last chance, if you would like to support the stream in any way, including giving it a like, you know, membership, super chat, super sticker, tip, anything. So last chance. If you want to see a hat tonight, now is the last chance to tip to make it happen before we adjourn here. Okay. Okay. Stop. Hammer time. When is God of War Ragnarok again? Sunday. Sunday's main gameplay stream is God of War Ragnarok. And we're going to finish up whatever story mission I'm in now, and then we'll probably do some more side content. Because what I think I will do is alternate. Do like 2 hours of story, 2 hours of side content, 2 hours of story, 2 hours of side content. Because I feel like if I do any too much of one, then we'll get way too far in one way or another. Like, if I keep doing story, we'll be near the end of the game. Everyone's just going to say, just finish it. And then I miss out on a ton of the side content. But if I do all side content, people will be like, ah, it's too much side content. It's boring. So I got to kind of balance it back and forth, back and forth. That's how I'm going to approach it. So. Ah, we finally get another match. Please don't be SNES. Okay, someone different. It's actually Gem Fighter Minimix, which we didn't play all night tonight. Very nice. Now wait. Oh shit, I don't remember the buttons. It's been so long since I played this, I don't remember the buttons. Oh shit. Is this throw? No, that's throw, okay. Here we go. How do I keep spinning clothesline? There it is. I forgot the button was for it. Oh, that's not what I did. That's bullshit. That's bullshit because I had her and I fucking did the wrong move. I did super. Get a super now. I really can't get a super, it's pissing me off. Yoink! Oh my god, her fucking her symbol blocked it. I can't believe her symbol blocked my super. I was right next to her for Final Atomic Buster and it like just blocked the grab attempt. Ah! Shit. Okay. Alright, a rookie. One singular point there. Thank you, whoever just tipped, thank you. I will shout that out after the set is over. Felicia. Rarely see Felicia in this. Fighting her, Jesus. Oh my god, you could combo that? I didn't even know that. I immediately comboed after the throw. And yeah, Felicia has Blanca's electricity in this game for some odd reason. It doesn't really make sense what she does. She has a Mega Buster too, like she's Mega Man. She's doing dinosaur. Oh my god, the guy in the clouds hit me now. Everything's hitting me. Whoa, that was close. That was close. That was not a spinning pile driver. I'm trying to get it. They won't give it to me. Final Atomic Buster. I can't get a Final Atomic Buster again. Oh, that should have been it. I think it's enough playing this person. They obviously don't really know how to play. Okay. Alright. Jade, you going to bed soon? Sounds good, man. Thanks for chilling with me here tonight. See if we can find anyone else. So I received a 666 chip. Just going. Oh, no name on this one. Says, this is out of nowhere. Send me the text. I don't have many people to talk to about it. All right, hold on. Let me play the 666 tip animation. Let me add this to the leaderboard, and then let's see what they have to say. Thank you all for your support tonight. The return, the one night only return of Friday Night Fights did pretty good, man. No lie, it was fun. So, he says, I don't think I've been giving my girlfriend a lot of attention. I think my manager and I are developing feelings for each other. It's really fucking with me. Any advice? Yeah. Basically, it's this simple. First of all right, you just said it. You said girlfriend, not wife. You didn't make a lifetime commitment to this person. Maybe that was a good thing if maybe this wasn't meant to be. The question is, do you have feelings for your girlfriend like this is someone you want to spend the rest of your life with? Right? Honestly, what's the answer to that question? Right? If you feel like you made a commitment to your girlfriend and someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, but you're having feelings for someone else, something's up, right? Obviously, no, you should not be cheating on your girlfriend. That's horrible. If you feel like this other person is someone you want to be with, then be with that person and break up with your girlfriend. Do not do two things at once. Do not play people. Do not lie to people. Do not be dishonest. That is the worst thing you can do in your life, in my opinion. A lot of people do that shit, and then everything just ends up getting hurt, over and over and over. So, honesty is the best policy. Maybe you fell out of love with your girlfriend, and now you're having feelings for someone else, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, right? And that can happen. And if that happens, be honest with your girlfriend. Have a conversation about it, right? Don't be someone who's gonna be fucking doing two-timing and doing things behind other people's backs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice anyway. But ultimately, I don't know your situation. I can't talk to it. I can't speak to it. That's the kind of person I am that if ever anything's going on, I'm going to be truthful and honest with someone about it. I'm not just going to let it fester. I'm not going to be cheating or doing fucked up stuff behind people's backs and stuff like that. So, but I was very lucky, right? To meet the person who I'm with now, who I want to be with for the rest of my life, which is why I'm married. I'm very lucky. I know a lot of people don't get that opportunity. Slayer says, usually when I play open world games, I play all the side missions before continuing the main story. And that's okay if you're enjoying the side content, then go for it. As a streamer, I can't really do that. As a streamer, what I need to do is balance, because I realize if I do too much of one thing or too much of another, number one, it might not be representative of what the game really is, and number two, people might get bored, right? So God of War, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm playing God of War story 2 hours, swap over, do side content 2 hours. Story then side content, story, side content. So that way it's not always too much of the one thing. That's exactly what I did with Gotham Knights, and that's why the Gotham Knights playthrough I felt actually worked. Well, the reviewers of Gotham Knights are like, oh, there's too much boring repetitiveness. Like, why did you do it all at once, stupid? Right? Why'd you sit there and do all of it in one sitting and then complain about it? Warzone is tomorrow night, Boozy. It's a late stream tomorrow night. I wonder when the next Warzone stream is. Saturday night, excuse me. Well, you see, Slayer, the thing is, he says he's doing all the side content in Mafia 3 before he gets to the story. That's because you're liking it, right? These reviewers who are reviewing Gotham Knights are like, oh, so there's too much repetitive, grindy side content, and you have to do too much of it all at once and shit like that, and it's boring. But you didn't have to do it all at once. If you actively chose to do it all at once, and then you found yourself bored, why continue to torture yourself? Right? Especially because it's blatantly side content, These reviewers just don't know what they're doing. There's a difference between I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying it so I do more of it, or I'm rushing a review in 48 hours and I must do content to talk of in the review, but I'm going to do it all rushed and crammed together and not logically because I need to get a deadline now. Yeah, it's stupid. Well, I don't know if we're going to get another match, guys. And thankfully, we got a lot of matches that first hour. We got an okay amount the second hour, but again, this is why I retired Friday Night Fights, because this game is on its last legs, right? Hello, Alicia. I'm good, thanks. Willow, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think we're gonna get another match. Seriously, it's not looking too good, huh? It's not looking too good. Azeo says, you balance the side content and the main story. That's why I enjoyed Horizon Forbidden West, you know? Exactly. If a game I find has too much side content in it, then I'll skip a bunch of it, you know? Especially if it's not meaningful. So many games today that are open world pad their length with insane amounts of open world repetitive style content that doesn't add anything to the game. Like in Horizon, 80% of the side content is unnecessary. It's just there to say there's more gameplay when it doesn't actually add to the story, nor does it add to the gameplay elements that you need to beat the story. It's kind of ridiculous, you know? I remember I spent an entire 2 hours doing the side village mission structure. By the end, I didn't feel like the characters meant anything because they were never heard from again in the game. The items I got were worthless. They were underleveled. I was like, why did I do this? You know? It all depends. You know, you could definitely do a game with side content that's all meaningful. You know, take a look at God of War Ragnarok. Take a look at Witcher 3. Those are games that do it really well, I feel. Overpowered Boon, you're going to see. You're going to see that I'm going to have some interesting announcements in 2023. Once we get through the year-end stuff, which means, you know, the most disappointing games of the year countdown, my Game of the Year awards, and all that's settled in. And essentially, when we sit down in early January to start looking at what playthroughs I want to do and stuff like that, I'm going to have a big announcement. Okay, I will, in early 2023, about some new things coming that I have ideas for, and what all I need to really do is hash out the details of said ideas. Okay? And once those details are hashed out, I think we're going to have a really interesting year of variety kind of stuff. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, I'm actually taking the joystick off my lap and putting it down because I literally don't think we're getting another match tonight. I'm only around for about another 10-15 minutes anyway. I really don't think this is happening. Yes, Mark, all the old SNK fighting bosses were insanely hard. Ridiculously hard. All the modern games have much easier arcade modes, for sure. No, I never played Dead to Rights for the original Xbox, Ship Black. I know what it is, because if I remember correctly, I think I was working at Best Buy, or Circuit City. I remember seeing the game box in the store, like on a shelf, but I've never played it. No, I've never had a ride in a real limo. No. Or did I? No, I don't think so. I think when I did get a drive to the airport when I worked for the helicopter company, but I don't think that was a real limo. I think that was just like a car that had like nice seating. I don't think it was a limo. No. Derek, what's going on, man? Just looking forward to Pokemon Scarlet tomorrow. Me too. I am. I can't wait for it tomorrow. It should be a great time. I hope that the people who are tuning in for Pokemon Scarlet as daytime streams will show up again tomorrow, because now it's been over a week. It hasn't been, and now I'm returning it for their request, so I hope they'll come back. Street Fighter has been hit or miss. The first hour was actually quite good. We got lots of matches, both of Street Fighter and Darkstalkers, and now it's basically in the last hour just went, which I expect. So, it is what it is. Did I like working at Best Buy? Was there a good side to the job? Yeah, basically, the people who I worked with were kind of cool. The problem was the management were a bunch of fucking jokes, no-lows. They didn't know how to manage. They didn't know how to run a business. The business itself didn't know how to run itself. Like, seriously, like, when I started there, the whole idea was Best Buy for business. We're having this new small business team. You guys are going to market to and sell to small business owners. So you're going to sell them point-of-sale systems like cash registers and scanners. You're going to sell them networking for their stores. You're going to sell them projectors to show off products and presentations. You're going to do all this. So they hired a bunch of us to do it. And then within 6 months, they lost their way. They lost their direction. They weren't providing any kind of direction of how we were supposed to sell. They weren't even giving us exclusive products to sell. People didn't even know we existed in the stores. They didn't know there was Best Buy for business, so no one was going into Best Buy looking to buy equipment for their small business. So we had nothing to do. We walked around like idiots selling computers to normal people because there was nothing else to do. They wouldn't let us go to business mixers. They wouldn't let us advertise. They wouldn't let us do anything. So we just kind of sat around doing nothing. That was my experience with Best Buy. And then basically, in the end of the year I worked there, they wanted to get rid of me because they thought I was getting paid way too much money for doing nothing. What a great experience with Best Buy. The store manager hated us, didn't want us in his store. but felt like we was a necessary thing because his bosses told him about it, that they needed to have it. Basically, it was a big joke. It really was. It was a big fucking joke. But that's how most retail is. I'm serious. Like, most retail is run completely inefficiently. There's one desk of bigwigs at the headquarters who make all the decisions, and everyone around them are yes men who just go, yes, yes, okay, yes, yes, yes. And no one fucking says shit, and the whole company's just you know, they're only successful if they're lucky or because there's an abundance of retail boom. People have money to spend. All of a sudden, those businesses do well. And then, oh, look, there's a recession, or there's something going on where retail isn't so profitable. All of a sudden, they tank. And there's like, there's no forethought. There's nothing. Retail is terrible. Retail used to be so different than how it is today. At one point, people used to go to a retail store to get a shopping experience. You would go there because the people there were educated. So let's say you went to Best Buy, you would say, I need to get a stereo, speakers, cables, I need everything I need. And people would know everything. So they would literally get you exactly what you needed. And yes, you'd probably pay a premium price, but you were getting the best experience. Now you go there, no one knows shit. You're lucky to even find a fucking employee. And by the way, when you finally get someone to check you out, all they want to do is shove a bunch of accessories down your throat you don't need, and an extended warranty plan you also don't need, because that's how what they're told to sell to make money. It's a pretty big joke how retail has changed in the last 20, 30 years. When I was growing up, you go to a department store, oh my god, it was like a fun, unique experience. Alright, watch this shit. I'm an asshole. Yeah! Since I can't play this much longer, I'm gonna fucking cheese. Damn. Yes, it is turbo hands. He's cheating. You know he has a turbo controller. It's the only way he's getting that shit out. That's totally the only way he's getting the hands out like that. You can't out-cheese the cheeser. I couldn't block low. He wouldn't let me block. Oh my god. My kick that was meaty somehow got reversed by a butt splash. It doesn't even make sense. Wow. Look at this idiot. I have a turbo controller. I have a turbo controller. I have a turbo controller. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Look at me playing. Da 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 da. What a fucking asshole. What a serious asshole, man. People think, oh, it's good. That's good gameplay. Oh, it's good. Very good. Very fun gameplay. I love it. Very fun gameplay of game. Yes, very valid. Oh, no up kicks, huh? Okay, impossible. He's noticing skip the frame. It skipped the frame of animation when I'm crossing over, and it's giving him his reversal instead because his connection sucks. Almost a touch of death. Goodbye. Almost a touch of death, but the last hit didn't hit. It sucks. And he doesn't want any more, and that's it for the night. All right. Capcom Fighting Collection. How delightful. Well, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate that you all joined me here tonight for the one-off edition of Friday Night Fights, right? And thank you for the support tonight. I didn't know how it was going to go, and you guys did support the stream, which I really appreciate. Every once in a while, if we have a random night with nothing to do, then perhaps we will do this or try this again. Keep in mind, next week, if you guys are, into fighting games, next week, Street Fighter 6, second closed beta. I am in it. I'll be playing it all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. I don't know what characters will be available, but I absolutely will be playing it all weekend long. I'm excited to probably do better in it, hopefully learn more about it, and I certainly hope that you guys will join me next weekend if you're into the fighting game stuff. As for retro fighting games, we'll see from time to time if and when we can fit it into the schedule. Again, thanks all. Thanks for watching. Till next time.